Alright, there's like 20 characters in Spelunky 2 and they're all functionally identical. If you think that's gonna stop me from ranking them in a completely arbitrary tier list, well, you're wrong. Alright, let's start. Anna is the protagonist of Spelunky 2, being the daughter of the guy from the first game. She essentially carries the torch, oh my god, of her father and dies in the caves around like 30,000 times before finally making it to the second area. You start the game as her, and overall, she's fine. The Poochie doll on her ropes is pretty cute, and her mission to find her parents is mostly admirable. However, if the amount of cash her father grabbed in Spelunky 1 is anything to go by, maybe it's in her best interest to just stay home. What can I say about Margaret? She's a pirate. It's not like she's downloading the hottest indie games for free or anything, it's more she does plundering or whatever pirates do, I'm not actually sure. But what I am sure about is that she's got this really cool scar on her eye, probably indicating that she's a villain, but then again, the entirety of this game is going into places that you don't belong and killing basically anything that slows you down. Whatever dude, I'm sure I could justify it later. Colin has the drip. There's not a single shred of doubt in my mind that this dude walks into his nearest, I don't know, wherever this guy shops, Spencer's? This guy walks into his nearest Spencer's and pulls in every lady within the 30-meter radius. It's like having his own gravitational field. It's truly incredible if you could witness it in person, honestly. Anyone that disagrees with my rating is only lying to themselves. Alright, this guy Roffy, he's a certified cool dude. Got the certification. He has a PhD in coolness. Look at him and tell me this guy isn't cool. He's like a sloth and the fawns had a kid, and that kid turned out to be a stoner that skateboards. The only thing that I wonder is if that puff of hair ever bounces around while he's running. Or is it just so plastered with gel that it classifies as a lethal weapon if given the correct circumstances? Either way, probably don't want to get into a fight with a guy named Roffy. Alright, read this dude's bio. He works in physical education and wants to make sure everyone's taking good care of their health and staying positive. Bro, if that isn't the weakest thing I've heard all week, I don't know what is. Dude, look, he's about to trip himself with his own rope. That's an actual shame. I want to like this guy, but he's giving me no choice. I actually had a math teacher with the last name Singh, and he was a pretty cool dude. So, on that notion alone, I'm sparing you from the D tier. Green is not a creative color. I like this character. I'm going to refrain from saying her name because if you say it fast enough it might trigger YouTube's content filters, but I think she's pretty cool. She's wearing a skull on her head as well as not wearing any shoes, which we all know is two signs that this person is either ready to kill you or is gonna have a pretty bad hangover tomorrow. LISE or LISE is my personal favorite. Something about having tracks instead of feet make me feel like I'm moving so much faster than I actually am. Also, look at that face. Come on. LISE would be higher, but I really can't get over the fact that as a robot, she doesn't start with 200 HP. Like, you're made of metal. How are you dying to 2 arrows? Tell Derek to fix this game. With a name like Coco Von Diamonds, there's no way you're getting anything below a B on this list. Her journal entry says that she's on vacation right now because killing Omega is just like a hobby for her. Fashion's good and the lemur is A1. My experience with lemurs begins and ends with Zabubafu, but I think that qualifies me enough to say that Coco is a cool character. Maybe even cooler than Roffy. Roffy? Manfred is an odd case. Like, I love him, I love his smile, I love his eye patch, I love everything about him. And the only thing I have against Manfred is he once stole 10 grand from me in Spelunky 1. Wait, he also stole my shotgun too. Yeah, I was mashing through his dialogue and didn't read what he was asking of me, but I'm still mad about it. I don't even use shortcuts. Little J is stupid. All of my homies hate Little J. Tina. I swear I've already reviewed this character before. Wait, weren't you the first character I ranked? Yeah, you're wearing the same clothes and everything. Guys, I think we need to get rid of Tina before she does something drastic. I really just don't feel comfortable around her. Valerie looks like she played World of Warcraft for 40,000 hours straight and hasn't slept a single minute since. The fit has zero drip, the glasses look glued onto her face, and she plays video games. I cannot interest myself in anyone that plays video games in their free time. Come back when you can find some creative inspiration through some bitches. Gold. Yo, is that the damsel from the first game? Imagine my surprise when I saw this character. Sure, you lost your job and got replaced by a dog. To be quite honest, it happens to the best of us. Being able to play as Demi is really kinda nuts, and I know I'm placing two S ranks directly next to one another, but one, this list is going in order, and two, come on. Look at this dude. He's like one half Mega Man and the other half Power Ranger. And you know what? I think it's kind of cool. His eyes kind of freak me out though. They sort of remind me of that dude in Nightcrawler. You remember Nightcrawler? That was a good movie. That was a fantastic movie. I like that movie. Who was that guy in Nightcrawler? Alright, I just looked it up. Jake Gyllenhaal. His eyes remind me of Jake Gyllenhaal. I should give him S rank just because of that, but I have to balance this out somehow. Airyn is a fraud. You've heard it here first, folks. I am going to expose this fraud for all she's worth. Her bio paints her as a culinary expert, but she's walking around with a skull.
You cannot eat a skull.
You belligerent buffoon. I mean, you could, in theory, but I wouldn't recommend it per se. It seems like you would have other more viable options at your disposal. But that's besides the point. You're not a culinary expert. You're in a cave searching for diamonds. You can't eat diamonds. Dirk is a ninja. There's not much else to it. And last, but certainly not least, is Spelunky. The one, the only. You knew what this dude was getting the moment you clicked on this video. This man is a living legend. There's literally nothing in this world that could come even close to this beast of a person. Spelunky will go down as the most important figure in the history books that's never existed. There will never be another entity that comes even remotely close to this magnificent being. Wait, who are you? Hey, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. I mean, I'm giving you the choice now, but I don't have to do that. I don't have to give you the choice. I could come over there and force you to subscribe if I really need to. So this first time, I'm going to be nice, but the next time, if I see you again, I'm coming over there.